FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Autofocus World, the test drive. Tony Lesesne. We're going to jump right into the test drive because this one is so much fun. I have the Elantra by Hyundai, the N. That's the sport version of the Elantra. And I already love the Elantra. Test drove it through the California mountains all the way to Malibu via the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway. Loved that car. This one though, the N version, is straight up nasty. All right, Hyundai threw everything into this, as the old folks used to say, put the foot in it. So we're going to jump right into the test drive, but I'm really going to focus on three things that make this vehicle so unique, so special. Let's get it started. Best technology and performance, that's Autofocus World, so be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and also take a minute to leave a comment and share. All right, back to the show. This is the Hyundai N, and it's amazing. There are three things that make this baby so special: the drive, the exterior design, and the way it's set up on the inside. Let's get into the drive first. Let's get out here on the track, on the streets, and test drive the Hyundai N. Let's go.
Listen to that. And that first curve is smooth. Yep, great handling, and I'm loving it. Coming right back at you, testing those curves again, and it passes with flying colors. Tell me you don't get excited about the rumble you're hearing out of those exhausts. So yeah, it's the real deal. You see, Hyundai is expanding its in-performance sub-brand with this smoking version. This is the meaner, more aggressive version, and it's straight up fun. You get a 6-speed automatic transmission or an 8-speed automatic. So Hyundai definitely gets lots of credit for really putting a car out here that can compete in its segment. And I mean, when you're talking about the Volkswagen GDI, the Golf, the Subaru WRX, I mean, these sports performance versions of these cars really make it so much more competitive. So for Hyundai to really come out of the box and challenge these vehicles, Hyundai had the balls to do it. Tough competition for sure in that segment. The 2022 Elantra N is powered by a 286 horsepower version of the turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder Veloster N hatchback, one of our award winners. That gives the Elantra N leverage over many of its competitors. An 8-speed automatic transmission is available with a 6-speed manual that's also standard. The throttle response is aggressive, giving me all the more thrills. The handling is sharp and crisp. The Elantra has a longer wheelbase that makes the ride better, smoother, more stable. That 6-speed manual Elantra N is more fuel efficient, which gets about 22 miles per gallon in the city and 31 in the highway. The automatic gets lower stats at 20 miles per gallon in the city, 30 on the highway. My favorite part, hard turns and turning ratio. With a minimum turning radius of 19.2 on our test course, the Elantra N was stable and dependable. Each day of the testing allowed me to discover new ways to enjoy this car. Paddle shifters gives me the control I need for more torque. My favorite driving mode is Sport. Taking corners on the street is just as exhilarating going into it than coming out of it. Straight up performance. Way to go, Hyundai. The 6-speed manual Elantra N is more fuel efficient, which gets about 22 miles per gallon in the city, 31 in the highway. The automatic gets lower stats at 20 miles per gallon in the city, 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Back on the streets, I'm in the zone now, y'all. The Elantra N is one of the more surprising cars in its class. Totally sporty, sassy, aggressive, and stylish. With the McPherson front suspension and the multi-link independent suspension on the back, the drive is like a rally car. Yeah, that was a blast. It was an absolute blast, and this car's one of my favorites for the year. Now let's get into the exterior design. We're going to start from the front here. And as you can see, it is totally stylish, but very sporty. If we look at the front fascia here, you can see it drops right down at the front, right in the hood line. Hyundai badge right here. Underneath, it's got a thick black gradient design right here in the middle.
and it's smoked. You got the N logo right here on the side, and then everything sweeps off to the edges, and I like that. It sweeps off to the edges. So when you look at the headlights, you can see that the top lamp slides around here, and you've got more LEDs right in here with another layer of lights right here, and then your yellow lights on the side. So you can see this on the side, this on the front. Cool design here. Nice barrier here with these wedges here. Slides back. Beautiful design here. All right, little air goes in here, but down here you got the spoiler and that red N trim that goes all the way around the bottom. And that's one of the cool things about the design. So you've got sort of two layers of spoilers here. You got one layer, then what looks like a splitter here going all the way around. And if you look throughout the car, you can see that red trim from front all the way to the second back door. Let's look at the side view, shall we? The side view. By the way, isn't this an amazing color? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so from the side, you can see the headlights from the side. You can see how it protrudes out here. Very stylish, very aggressive, racing style. Lower spoiler coming around. Wheel well, swells out for the tires. You can see these nice, subtle but elegant lines. So you've got one running right along the top of the door, another one running right down to the bottom, running diagonally. Then when you look at this little barrier here, sort of a side spoiler or protector, it protrudes out almost like a little step ladder, but it's not quite that. I think it has some aerodynamic value there. And then here you've got your N insignia right there, your N insignia. Gloss going all the way around the front and passenger area. Of course, you see a nice black gloss rearview mirror here, swinging on around, and you can see then the matching indentations here that you see on the front is also decorating the back window area. Gas tank, then you can see the line coming right back again here, sort of opening up right here, leading right into the tail lights. And that's the side view. A little indentation here, some black protective down there. I think this is a beautiful vehicle. You can see it sits athletically from front to back. You can see this badass rear wing, black, sits right there. It looks good because it's got different layers here on the top of it. Underneath, got a little lip there, logo, Hyundai, Elantra badging right there, N badging on the corner. You can see a little border right here with the tail light that actually runs from one side all the way to the other side, and a little dip here with white lights, red here. And like I said earlier, it swings around to the side so you can catch these tail lights from the side. So you got different layers of light here. And then right underneath here, you can see a little swell for your bumper. You got to look closely here to open the trunk. There's a little button right underneath the H of the Hyundai, and it poke that, comes right out. Mirror. I like the black and the way they use black down here. I really like it. Like we talked about before, the red N lining is still cool right here. You can see it real good. You've got some fins down here and your exhaust on either side. This is a badass rear. So we've done the test drive, which was awesome. We've done the exterior design so you can see all the cool little details that make this baby so sweet. Now we're gonna go inside. It's fly. Let's go inside. The cockpit, ready to go. The seats, totally sporty, futuristic, hugs you on either side. Micro suede back seat, seats 3, more suited for 2. The N emblem, that glows by the way, right there in the seat. Nice stitching, and there's the stick. Charge your phone there. And here's where you get your readout. I like the look of this. It just screams performance. There, all your readouts. Navigation, and there's some information about your car, like your tire pressure. There's the drive mode for eco. Normal. Look at the light flashes for sport. Like that. And that is real cool.
So it's got a video game-like LED readout here. There's your menu and your radio dial. Pick your Sirius satellite, Apple CarPlay, all the goodies.
Okay, guys, that's it for this episode of Autofocus World of Test Drive. Tony Lesesne featuring the amazing Hyundai Elantra N for 2022. Stay in touch, guys. See you next time.